Hello all, welcome back to the tutorial of C programming for beginners. Hi, this is Sakti Arun, MTech student from NIT Patna. I'm technically supporting the missile engineer. In my last lecture video, I have given a theoretical explanations of some of the miscellaneous operators in C. In this lecture video, I'm going to give an example in the code blocks such that you will be getting a better understanding of what I explained in the theoretical sections. Okay. To start with, the first miscellaneous operator is a conditional operators. Okay, so to give an example, I am going to declare a two variable. One is a, okay, and then I am going to declare another variable as b. So I am going to initialize the value of a equal to 10. Okay, so in case if a value is equal to 10, I am giving this is it's a first condition I am going to give. Okay, so if this condition is evaluated to true, then what happens is then the value of I'm telling that 1 will be assigned to b. Okay, so I can make a command here. If expression is true, okay, if expression is true, okay, sorry, misspelled here, no problem, it's actually commented with a single line command. So if expression is true, then 1 is assigned to b. Okay, the else 0 will be assigned. Okay, so this is what I'm telling. So now let me print the value of a and b. Okay, so the value of a equal to percentage d for integer and b also it's an integer, so I'm going to use the same thing. It's a and b. Okay, so I'm giving a and b here, so I'm running the program. Okay, so at first I have assigned the value of a equal to 10. Okay, so this expression is evaluated. A equal to 10 is true, so 1 is assigned here. Okay, in case if the value is false, then what happens is if I run the program again, then it tells that as this condition is false, then 0 will be assigned here. Okay, so I am running the program, I'm saving it. Okay, let me run the program here again. So if you see here, I'm getting now b value is assigned to 0. Okay, so instead giving the value, you can also give an expressions here like you can say this value is can be assigned like 5, or this value can be assigned to 10. So if I run the program again, okay, so the b value is 10. That's because if a value, this expression is false, so if it is false, then 10 will be assigned to b. Whereas in case if it is if it is a matched value, then at that time what happens is 5 should be assigned to b. Okay, so I'm running the program. Yes, 5 is assigned to b. That's because see, the 5 is assigned to b. That's because here you can find whenever expression is true, then 5 should be assigned. Okay, so this is a conditional operators. Now let me move to the next thing. Next is a comma operators. Okay, so for comma operators, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same variable a and b. Okay, now for a, I'm going to use I'm going to initialize the value like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, but whereas in case of b, I'm going to assign like in a sub expressions, like I'm going to use an parenthesis here. Okay, so I'm going to use 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, I'm enclosed in the bracket here. So now I'm going to run the value of b, a and b value. Okay, I'm going to run the program. Okay, I got the value of a equal to 1 and b equal to 5. That's because if you see here in a, I didn't enclose anything in the bracket, so it did a left to right evolution. When it goes from left, the first value is 1, so a value equal to 1 is assigned. Whereas in case of sub expressions, it goes from right to left. It's a right to left expressions evolution. So what happens is the first value is 5, so 5 is assigned to b. Okay, so this is what we got as an example value. I can also mention here for your understanding. It's left to right evolution. Okay, and this is like right to left evolution. Okay, so for your understanding purpose, I'm going to rerun the program again. Okay, so that you will get a better understanding here. see, as I mentioned earlier, this is left to right, so its value is 1, whereas in case of right to left, the first value is 5, so b value is assigned as a 5. Okay, so the next thing is size of operator. Basically, size of operator is like integer value. Say I use the same variable a and b. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I as it is an integer value, now say I assign the value of a equal to 5. Okay, and b equal to a plus plus. Okay, so b equal to a plus plus. Now if I run the program, basically you will get the value as I assigned a equal to 5 and b equal to 6. I will be getting that value. See, the value of a equal to 6 and b equal to 5. That's because here actually a is post increment, right? So that's why its value is 6, and b value is before the post increment. Whatever the value is a, it should be assigned to b. So that's why the value of b is 5. Okay. So now basically what is size of operators? It store the size of an operators. Okay. So like operand, it's basically so the size of an operand. Like if I give the values of 5, then though it's a constant value, it doesn't support this, it doesn't store this value as 5. It actually store the size of an a. The size of a depends on the float, the data type, which is an integer here. Say I'm going to give an example here. Say I mentioned like size of, okay, size of a plus plus I'm assigning here. Okay, and whereas here I'm going to modify the value of a, which I'm going to mention like size of size of a. Okay, so let me run the program again. Now what happens is, if you see here, the size of a is though I declared here as a 5. Now I modified the value of a equal to 5 with the size of variable, size of operators I used here. So size of operators shows the value of size of this integer, which is a 4. So size of an a is a 4. That's because it's an integer. It's stored in a. And the next things, though we have used an operator of incremental operators here, but size of operator basically store the integer value or the size of this integer value, which is also 4. Okay, so that's why we got here in the both place a and b is equal to 4. Okay, so now let me move to the next thing, which is we are going to tell about the address of the operator. Okay, so in address of operator, basically it store the address of the variable. Say I'm telling like a equal to 5. So okay, so a value is 5. Now if I want to store the b value as address of the a. Okay, so to do that, what you have to do is we have to mention like address symbol is ampersand and a. Okay, save the program and run the program here. Yeah, so if you see here, actually a value is 5, but for b I have used the ampersand symbol here, which means that the value of 5 is stored in this address variable. Okay, so in case in case if I try to use a constant here, what happens is it throws error. That's because see, L value record as unary ampersand operator. Basically what is trying to tell is this value should be like any of the variable. You can't use constant or any type of expressions. Okay, or even registered type variable, you can't use it in case of an ampersand for finding for fetching the address of the any value. Okay, so this is what an address operators. Okay, so I hope I have given a better understanding of the concepts of miscellaneous operators in C. If you guys have any doubt or comments, please post it in the comment section. Thank you all for watching this video.